So we just got a direct for the Nintendo Switch 2, and I'm going to tell you all the first-party games that just got announced. The direct opened up with brand new Mario Kart game. It's going to be a semi-open world with these big tracks, and you're going to drive between the tracks when you're going on the Grand Prix. There's going to be 24 players, and it's going to be a brand new art style. Next, they showed off what the C button is going to do, and it is going to open up the chat mode, so you can chat with your friends. You can have voice chat on the system. Finally, you're going to be able to do video share. You're going to be able to do screen share, and you're going to be able to put your faces on those screens, and even put them in games in certain games when they allow it. Next, they showed off Drag X Drive, which is a 3-on-3 basketball game where you're in a wheelchair, and it utilizes the mouse mode on the Switch 2 Joy-Cons. They also announced a brand new 3D audio feature, which seems to be a lot like PlayStation's 3D audio system. Next up is Game Share, where you're going to be able to basically do DS download play, where multiplayer games are going to be compatible with different systems when they're in your local area. Next, they showed off the new screen, which is going to be 7.9 inches. It is going to be a better, brighter LCD. It is going to support HDR. It's going to support 120 Hz. And the console is going to remain at the same thickness. They showed off the new magnetic attaching system for the Joy-Cons, and they're going to attach by magnets, which are going to be in the Switch 2, attaching to the metal pieces in the SL and SR buttons. And they showed the Switch 2 is going to support up to a 4K resolution when docked and connected to the TV. Next, they showed off Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, which is going to be a tech demo that's going to show you everything you need to know about the Switch 2 hardware, and it's going to be available on the eShop. They also showed off the new Pro Controller, which is going to have a C button, a headphone jack, and programmable back buttons too. After that, they showed off a few select titles that are going to be getting Nintendo Switch 2 editions, which are going to be paid upgrades that you're going to be able to do to get a Nintendo Switch 2 exclusive features on old Nintendo Switch games. The next first-party game they showed was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, which is going to be a prequel to Tears of the Kingdom taking place in that past section, kind of like Age of Calamity was to Breath of the Wild. After that, they showed off GameCube games that are going to be available at launch for Nintendo Switch Online users only on Nintendo Switch 2. Next, they showed off a new From Software game called Duskbloods, which seems to be a similar game to Bloodborne, exclusive of the Nintendo Switch 2. After that, they showed off a new Kirby Air Riders game, which is going to be a sequel to Kirby Air Ride on the GameCube, directed by Masahiro Sakurai, the director of Smash. The last game they showed off was a brand new Donkey Kong 3D platformer called Donkey Kong Bonanza, coming out July 17th, exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2. Finally, in the recap, they showed off that the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be releasing on June 5th.